чужим діткам долі.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Y'all ready? Shark Anthony's in the building, y'all. I got the wizard Fred in the building. Oh shit. Woo! 2022 now. I hope you would miss me. I miss y'all. Shark Anthony. Virgo, what's up? Steven, what's up? Oh man, that was hot, man. I like that, man. Let's go. Let's go.
That was awesome.
Yeah, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the brand new year. And as you can see, we're having a good old time. It is 2022 already, man. We made it through the years, and I've got, man, the incredible Shark Anthony, the musician, the producer, the artist, I mean, what are you not is the question, my friend. That is the question. What are you not?
Yeah.
And shout out to Fred. I mean, Fred is the wizard. We call him the wizard, man. The CEO of Lightmint. Definitely shout out to the Stellar Caps. Yeah, we rocking it today. It today.
Man, I need
one.
One.
No, listen, we not. Hey, no, we on that big like Shark. Shark has his own hats. Hey, Shark said I got my own logos.
Oh man. Yeah.
So hey.
Brother, man.
Okay, yeah, shout out to you. I like the hat, man. I'm gonna have to get one of those and rock them as well. So how does it feel, everybody? It is a brand new year, and it seems like Fred's been cooking up something with you on this release of music NFTs. So, Fred, let me start off with you a little bit. NFTs didn't have a home on Stellar. You busted your way through and essentially created the premier NFT store utilizing Stellar. I've been covering it heavy over the past year. You know, I've been a fan of your work. Tell us a little bit of how that journey's been and how that the reception has been from the community.
Yeah, I mean it's just been amazing because really, like as you said, in May last year, just in May last year, so not even a year ago, there was no NFT market on Stellar. There was almost no NFT activities, and it was like it's really something that I was not even expecting to grow so fast and so well, because very early we've got some talented artists like Andrew, for example, joining, like Shark, like RCU7 and Neti, and a lot of very good artists that have created amazing collections. And since then, it's just been like a wave basically, and it's growing. We are almost reaching 10,000 NFTs on Stellar.
Ooh, wow.
We are going to celebrate that probably next month or end of this month, and we have 1,200 artists hosted on
Wow.
Lightmint, and over I think it's over 150 artists verified on Lightmint at the moment.
Wow, 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 wow.
And it'll be in the Williams-Free District, 29213 18th Avenue South.
You know, we were just watching this video here. Let me turn this down. I mean, we started off the show with this. It was pretty intense. Shark, tell us a little bit about this, man. What is this, first of all? It seems pretty hot though. It seems pretty hot.
Yeah, that is a recap video from a Metaverse concert that I did in the Crypto Voxels Metaverse
Okay.
at the beginning of November. I did a 40-minute set in the Metaverse. It was most of my electronic music with some of my vocal music as well. And it was a very life-changing experience. It was my first time ever doing something in the Metaverse, and I just got the opportunity just through networking and the broader Web3 music NFT community. You know, I'm very active in like the Twitter spaces and kind of making my presence known and talking about the blockchain I come from, and just an opportunity just came knocking in a Discord DM, and I said yes. Yeah, it was a really fun experience. Definitely opened up my eyes to, you know, where this is going to go and what this can do for musicians going into the future. And I just don't think I've ever had an opportunity to play my music in a place where people can join from all over the world and celebrate music together, and you make connections, and you make friendships with people that live in a completely different time zone than you, come from a completely different life situation than you, but you can all gather on the internet and celebrate and dance and throw up emotes, like hop in the text chat and just hang out. So I think the metaverse is going to be fantastic for bringing people together, especially around music concerts and use cases like this, kind of like what you saw in that video. There's a really good amount of people in there, and it's funny that video doesn't even do it justice because it got more full at certain points in the event. So it was really fun, and I hope to do more of that stuff soon. That's really where I hope to expand in Web3, is continue making NFTs, but then also prime myself to play more of these metaverse events and to be kind of that figurehead that can take on these virtual events and perform in that context.
I mean, what is this really meant for artists? I mean, I've been on Twitter, raving about, my new Oculus headset, and just seeing, I mean, tons of artists that have been in the scene. I mean, Young Thug was doing a concert that I went to. I saw Snoop was doing a concert. And then just in general, I'm seeing, a lot of artists just going, I mean, just yesterday, Nas is actually going to NFTs to offer royalties in his project. I mean, I know I'm buying one. I mean, what has this evolution meant to you as an artist?
It really changes the dynamic. When I talk in Twitter spaces and I talk about music NFT and I talk about where music has been, in Web 2, we really moved into kind of like a subscription model where the consumer subscribes to these streaming platforms and you enjoy music that way, but you don't have any ownership of that music. You're simply renting it during the term and the time frame that you have these subscriptions like Spotify and Apple and Tidal. So I think Web3 and NFT music has really unlocked the potential to cut out that middleman, and now the collector, has a stake in the artist's journey and the artist's universe. And we just have a newfound ability to just make more interesting and compelling art. I think with NFT, you can now tokenize these cool little visual elements that you create around your music when you're promoting a song. And now that can become a collectible NFT for your fans and your audience. And you can attach things like songs. And you'll see here in this new Lightmint update, it's going to allow artists the capability to have these very living, breathing songs on the blockchain where you're getting an MP3 file, but now you also have this cool visual component that isn't just a still image of an album cover. You can put a video or a GIF, and it's something more visually stimulating. And it's just, I think this is the evolution of kind of when people were buying songs on iTunes for like $1, and you load up your iPod. I think this is going to bring us back into collectors adopting those sensibilities again. But now you have the ability to trade these songs. If you want to trade your song for someone else's and send them a claimable balance, I think it's going to add a whole new user to user economy. And like I said, it's going to put more power back in the hands of artists, and we cut out the middleman. We allow the collector to become our backers and to become invested in our journey and in our story. So this is a beautiful time to be a musician. I'm always trying to tell the people around me to get into this. Yeah, it's been really fun so far. And this new update just going to take it to the next level. I think you're going to start to see a lot more people come to the space and show what music they have to offer to the Web3 world.
Now, Fred, I mean, I just saw the other day where there was one of the popular artists had essentially, broke a sales record. I mean, it seems like people are doing more than just, maybe buying a burger with their sales. I mean, people are trying to make a living. What have you seen and I guess some of the feedback from these artists as Shark just said, they gain control of their platform?
Yeah, I mean, at the end, it's the ultimate goal, and that's what I always say. It's like this NFTs economies is how to use non-fungible tokens to power digital goods in decentralized economies, and that's exactly this. It's about cutting the middleman, and that's why, for example, at Lightmint, we don't play the middleman. We don't take a percentage on trades. We don't want to have this old-style business with the users of the platform, basically. So I think, for Lightmint, for example, the goal is to be part of the chain and not a middleman in the chain. And that's exactly why we don't implement, for example, transaction fees on sales and things like that. So we already want to cut the middleman completely and help artists to do so, and then to have the power in their hands, basically.
Man, I know Nipsey Hussle is up there just smiling right now. I was a huge fan of Nipsey Hussle. And I think, a lot of artists in particular that I gravitated to, all had that mantra. It was cut the middleman. And as Sharky said, man, it's an exciting time to be alive because we're a part of a really big evolution. Evolution here. You hit on something, Fred, that I want to go back to is the fees. I understand, Ethereum is a huge platform where you constantly hear about these record-breaking sales. But is Ethereum getting to the point where it's a rich man and woman environment? I mean, what does it cost if I want to mint an NFT on Ethereum? What am I looking at?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the collection you need to mint. But yeah, I was talking just with a friend, a longtime friend. Just recently, his wife also is an artist, and she did not start in the NFT world because of the cost of minting her collections. Basically, it would be over $10,000, and that's an investment for many people, and that's not something that many people can afford unless, obviously, if you're well off. But that's not the problem with this is that Ethereum brings the right concept into this world, which is how to decentralize those economies, those businesses for artists, but it does not make it accessible because of the high fees, and that's what Stellar can solve, definitely. And that's why I decided to build this platform on Stellar, even though no one was doing NFTs on Stellar. Decided to do it here because, to me, that sounds realistic. That sounds like something that can really work in the future.
Right. So, I always loved the Lightmint website. I always thought it was clean, crisp. I mean, the whole nine. I loved it. But are we gonna show this remake that you put together? Because I mean, when you previewed this, I lost my mind, and I'm gonna brag a little bit. I had access to the website. Me and Shark got a little advance. It's part of the perks, and got a chance to play around with it. And can we go ahead and show them right now? Can we show the people this
Yeah, sure.
this new website? All right, let's
Sure.
go ahead. Let's go ahead. We got to show it. Everybody, welcome to the brand new website for Lightmint. It is, I mean, look at this thing, man. Great job, Fred. Absolutely. Man, this is great. Shout out to Baba out there in the YouTube following and watching, man. Appreciate you out there. Man, so this is the brand new website. I don't know if it's possible. We show them what it looks like now, but this is a huge advancement in just the look and feel.
Let me try to bring this old. It's gonna be old very soon because we are going to release during your live, Sam.
That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna go ahead and release it. That's awesome. And if I'm not mistaken, Shark, you've got some material you're gonna be dropping as well. Isn't that correct?
Yes. I have 3 songs that are going to be coming to the music section of the marketplace, where I'm gonna, which will debut kind of this new upload method where you can upload now an MP3, a WAV, or a FLAC file, and then you can have a front standing image, GIF, or video that kind of represents that song. So you kind of get like a 2-for-1 experience, where I get to give you a really cool visual component, and then now you're getting like this MP3 of the song for you to enjoy. And
all right,
yeah, I'm excited.
Let me see if I can pull up. We're gonna go back over here. So Fred, if you can kind of show us, go ahead and show us the original website. Wow.
Right, so that's the original website.
I'll be honest with you, Fred. I actually liked this website. I really did like this website, but I'm gonna tell you something as a friend to a friend. This site looks whack compared to the brand new one. I mean, look at this thing, man. It is awesome. I love it, man. Good job, man. Honestly, good.
Yeah, I mean,
good
basically,
job.
We received a lot of feedback especially on Discord, or even through email from users. And the goal of this remake was, I mean, for the release actually, because we were still in beta, was really to address all those feedback that users had. So, for example, it was a bit clunky with for example, wallet management in order to see your orders, to claim your auctions. So, if you see, for example, on this website. Don't know why okay. If you look here, for example, now you can see, you can access your balance on the side panel. You don't need to navigate away from what you're doing on the website. You can claim your auction.
I like that.
In one single place, for example, to see all your managed orders and your auction and claim them. You don't need to navigate back to the page where the auction was actually won. So there was a lot of clumsy, things that were done fast. And then we decided to do this remake to really address that. On top of that, it's also a bit faster. We've also worked a lot on the back end. And
I noticed that, man. I noticed that. It's real crisp, definitely, man.
And then also it will allow, so there's a focus on collections, for example, and author and collection. So you see on every single item, you can see the author, and as well as, for example, let's just say, you want to search for winter collections on Lightmint, then you can now search globally.
I see that shark. I see that shark over there in the corner. Shout out to Shark. I saw that shark. Go ahead. Go ahead, Fred.
So, for example, you can search the collections that users create, which you could not do before.
Oh, man,
and obviously,
awesome.
You also have the video and audio that we are going to show just now if you want. But you have the audio minting as well, where you can mint your MP3 and put the videos and covers as well.
Wait, so let me just backtrack, because I mean, you rolled out about 100,000 different upgrades like it was nothing. So going back to the collections, you're saying, so like, because I know a lot of artists, like Abomination and gosh, I'm trying to think of like the astronauts, the stellar knots, all those different things. You can just create your own collection now and have it there.
Yeah, so basically, I mean, collections were there already. So basically, if you go on an artist homepage, so for example, let's take a shark.
Yeah, like my mermaids. Yeah.
So if you go on his homepage, you can see this top collections. Basically, they are featured on top of his profile, and that was already there,
Wow.
but they were not searchable on the platform. So you needed to go on the Lightmint on the Lightmint user page, and then after you could browse the collection. Now you can search any collection that artists are creating. So for example, the mermaid one, and then so basically they are searchable globally on the website.
Wow, man. This is awesome. Shout out to Sir Cheesley, one of the premier artists out there. Shout out to Sir Cheesley.
Definitely.
Simple Potato, man. Shout out to Simple Potato. He had a question. What about refresh metadata? With a question mark. Refresh metadata.
Oh yeah, so that will be added as well because basically we are minting on decentralized networks, and decentralized networks means sometimes the availability or they get slow, they get rate limited, and basically this option is kind of needed next to the assets. If for some reason the metadata were not available at the time of review for downloading and for the asset, then users will be able to do it themselves basically. So a step forward to more decentralization.
Nice. Shout out to Kev.Cruz. Shout out to Jack. What's going on, Jack, out there? Appreciate everybody tuning in. Yes, Shruti. Hey, Shruti, man, long time. I ain't seen you in a minute. Happy New Year to you, Shruti. Thanks for coming in and dropping into the show. Man, yeah, this is real hot. This is real hot. I love the site. I love the collection. Shark, what is some of your feedback? You had a chance to pre-mint some things. What was your thought as you kind of played around with it?
Yeah, I told Fred, I love the ability. You're seeing it now in dark mode and night mode. I think that's just like one simple thing that just allows people to, he'll go back and forth. But I think this is just a simple thing that is aesthetically will allow people to enjoy the platform in a way that's comfortable for them and easy on the eyes. And I just love the new look. I love the rounded edges. I love, if Fred clicks into one of these NFTs here, like if you just click into any one of them, I just love this layout. Now, when you're looking at like this whole page here just looks so sharp, so clean, so beautiful. Just absolutely love.
And the way you're able to just pull the images out and zoom in, and it's nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Well done, Fred.
Definitely. And even before Fred, I like how it shows how many I've minted. Created 112. If you look at the top there, on the profile, I like that little feature there. It lets you know, how deeply invested in this NFT journey some of the artists are, how long they've been doing it for. So I think it's a really cool feature to see someone's back catalog of their NFTs and how long they've been at it for. So I love this. And digging into the music features as well. We were looking at it earlier, just the ability to upload a file and then have this different front standing image or video or GIF. It's just such a cool thing. You just don't have that.
Man. That's real tight.
Yeah,
Good work.
Yeah, that was a POAP. If you guys are familiar with what POAPs are, that was a POAP for attending one of my Twitter spaces. So if you sent a screenshot to me of you in the Twitter space in the audience hanging out, I airdropped you one of these. That's called Watchful Mermaid. So
nice,
she saw you enter the space, so we rewarded you. And I plan to do more fun stuff like this with NFTs and things like that. Yeah.
I was fortunate to get one of your pieces as well. So
definitely, I kept one for you, man. I was like, gotta save one for Sam. Gotta make sure he gets
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
the Undead Mermaid. That's the one that I was blessed with. I really appreciate that one. I liked it a lot. Man.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for the next one for sure. The next one's coming out soon too. So Undead Mermaid 2. Yeah. We're gonna make a little series out of it. So I'll make sure you get one of those as well.
I appreciate it. So let's hop in. One of the main things we've been hyping up right now is music NFTs. I love music. I love music. You know, I have Sonos everywhere. You know, I got, if I'm even walking around the store, I got my headphones blaring music. Well, not blaring. I try to keep it, you know, as low as possible, but they're loud. I'm not gonna let they're loud. You know, as I walk through. This is huge. I'm really excited about this. To allow artists of just, you know, put your content in, because to me, what makes art great is when you're true to yourself. You know, when you're true to yourself, you're true to your form, and there's no pressure. There's no third parties that are pressing. You could put your own music out and build your own following base. So I'm really excited about this feature, and I'm hoping Fred could walk us through, give me a little exclusive here, and walk us through how an MP4, an MP3 format, all this music can get put up there, man. Please show us.
Yeah. So I will show you. Yes, Shark sent me some of his files. I'm going to use that, but it's already pre-minted. I'm going to just allow them in review after, and we can see the final
Nice.
results. But I can take you through the steps. So basically, the tool is going to detect automatically if you upload an MP3. So if I select this MP3, automatically is being detected, and nice beat. We're going to listen to it after, and you can choose a cover also, which can be just a simple static picture, basically, and it's going to be minted with
Nice.
the MP4, the
I mean, look at
MP3,
the
or
clarity, man. The clarity of, like, when you zoom in. I mean, it's awesome. It's just really awesome.
you can choose a video that is going also to be minted with the asset, the MP3. So you will have the MP3 playback
Nice.
in the front and the video playing in loop in the back. You can also view the video itself, the video on his own, basically. So after you do this, just enter a title, description, and here, there's a little feature also I could explain quickly. You can mint assets for an external website. You don't need, Lightmint is fully decentralized. We don't necessarily want to be part of your business if you don't need to. And then at that moment, basically, you can choose another website. So, for example, let's say I know you're a fan, Shark. Kanye
Yeah,
decides to come and mint
yeah.
some music there. So he would probably do it on his own website because he's got a strong brand. And then at that moment, then the asset is
Wow.
branded automatically. There's no relation to Lightmint. But on Lightmint, you
Wow.
can
Look at
use all the
that,
tools.
man. That's
You can still
awesome.
use all the tools on Lightmint in order to sell your asset, run auctions, and things like that. So
You're a man of
that's
the
basically
people. You're a man of the people, Fred, man. And one thing I love about Fred is that, you know, he stays true to the mission. So shout out to you for allowing people to mint, you know, and brands. And you know what? That, I love that, man. Let the artist be free. I really do. I really do,
Absolutely.
yeah,
man. That's
I
great.
think it's important, and I think at the end that's what NFTs are. It's to bring power in the in decentralized economies. So anyone who everyone who tries to implement some centralized kind of business over that technology, I think they are doing it wrong, and that's why at Lightmint you're not gonna see this. You're not gonna see us taking control as a middleman of your fees or even imposing you some percentage or things like that. That's not the way I think the NFT business is gonna work in the future. If we want to work with some artists and issue a collection together or do some work together for example with games and things like that, then that's how we're gonna do. But we're gonna be part of the chain and not a middleman in the chain. That's how I see the future basically with this business. So that's what you're gonna see on Lightmint. And then after, yes, you can upload. Then the data is going to be uploaded to IPFS. So here, those files have already been uploaded, and then you get the link. So it's fully decentralized. We don't host that on our server. So I'm going to now just enable those assets on the database, and we can go and see them for real.
Man, it is. It is, man. Shouts to Baba,
It
man.
really
You're
is, man.
absolutely
It really
right.
is.
This is,
Prolific. That's the word for
yeah,
it.
it is. Yeah,
Absolutely.
that is an actual word for it right there. Prolific. I mean, you know, I'm excited. I went and dusted off my DJ set. I'm gonna start going back into it. I might drop something and get involved in the music NFT, you know, vibrations, man, because it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited for it.
Right.
Oh,
So
and
now we can see.
is this these are the actual minted music NFTs?
Yes. So this
Yes.
one. Did I click? Yeah. So that's one. Yeah. Now that's the official NFTs minted by Shark.
Hmm.
Wow. Nah, that's
And you
awesome.
got
That's awesome.
so you got full player here. You can control the position, the volume, and everything. You can see the video aside that has been minted also with it. I think the other one has a.
Let's do it, Sir Cheesley. Let's do it, man. Let's make a mixtape NFT. That'll be hot. We'll DJ it up I like that idea actually, Sir Cheesley. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Hey, Kev Cruz, shout out Kev Cruz. What are the size limits for MP4s attached to MP3s, and what is the MP3 size limit? Answer that
So
question for the man.
at the moment, we have a hard limit of 40, I think it's 40 meg, but this is definitely something we are going to increase. So definitely the goal is really to make sure that you're comfortable enough with all the limits. Obviously for the release, we need to go slowly. We need to make sure that everything works fine. But that's definitely something we're going to work to increase over 100 meg, definitely for each asset that you want to attach to your MP3. So
And I think the front, like the cover, is like 15 megabytes. 15 for the
yes.
for the cover of it. So if the picture GIF or MP4, I think it's got to be 15 megabytes. So like Fred said, 40 for the file, and then 15 megabytes for the cover, I believe is what it is. Yeah.
But we're definitely going to increase that very soon. After the release gets a bit more stable, there will definitely be some things to polish and to iron out. But yes, that's definitely something we're going to work on, making a very comfortable size for that.
Exactly. Awesome. And like what Shruti just said, I mean, yeah, Spotify currently pays artists, it's like a damn Stellar fee. they pay them like a Stellar a Stellar transaction. Damn.
Oh, no.
Hey, Spotify need to stop that. Stop paying people Stellar transaction fees.
But yeah, that's what I say. Like Spotify and business like this, the problem is that they control the paycheck of the industry. And that's not something that should happen. It's artists Definitely. Should be in control of their sales and then receive the money directly in their wallet. It should not be Spotify or Spotify-like businesses, because there's a lot like this that just controls and sit as the middleman, control the paycheck of the industries. So,
right. Absolutely. Yeah. So Kev said nice. Question. Now, royalties. How is this? Is this something that's implemented right now in the Stellar? I know we've talked about this before in the past. Where are we in that development as far as tracking royalties?
I mean, so that's something that's possible to do technically on Stellar, because we have Stellar turrets now to run smart contracts. But that's not something we have yet available as like an easy things to do for users on Lightmint. Now that's something we are going to work on bringing to Lightmint. Absolutely. One thing that I need to be honest about is that your assets, any item and NFTs that you mint now is not going to be backward compatible with this. So you need to be aware that if you mint assets now, you won't be able to implement royalties on them unless you didn't sell them. And at that point, you can burn them and remint them. But there's not going to be backward compatibility for assets.
Right. Well, and it's interesting. I mean, I feel like over the years, artists have become more and more independent. I remember going back when even like the ringtones. I mean, you had artists making millions off of ringtones. And I could just see it with NFTs really going to the next level. I actually have one of the NFTs that Shark minted and you just saw go live. Let me go ahead and play it, and then we'll get back and chop it up.
Definitely.
Breaking through, are we in it yet?
So yeah, I mean, I love it, man. That was nice, nice and crisp. I love Definitely. It. I mean, So tell us about the creation of that. What was your inspiration when you put that together?
So that song is called Dead on the Internet. It was my biggest song of 2021 in Web 2, like on the Spotify platforms and things like that. So I just figured it was probably one of the best songs to bring into Web 3 with this new update on Lightmint. And yeah, if you look at the token description, it kind of breaks down what the song is about. It's a look into the internet and as a window into civil and inner unrest. And I just kind of am challenging, what we see on the internet and how it can affect us internally and externally. So it's a pretty deep song for me as a songwriter, but it has a fun approach to it. It's like a very pop rock, punk, like very punk kind of feel to it. And yeah, so what's really cool about this update and being able to bring a song like this to Web3 is that, when that song originally releases, all I have is a still image cover art and then the song to stream on platforms. But bringing music into Web3, I'm able to put the actual song file in the hands of the collector so they can put it on their music device, play it at a party, enjoy it how they wish. But then they also get now that visual token, which you just saw. That's actually a part of the NFT now. So it's like an elevation from the normal collecting experience that you get in Web 2 when you're just streaming songs on the internet. So it allows me to make a collectible out of this song. And I think that just enhances the experience. I also think it increases the value of the song in a way, because you get this cool little visual bump that you can share around with your friends and kind of tease them with this new NFT you've got. So I think the combinations here are going to be endless between artists finding cool MP4s that are visually stimulating and editing something very cool that pairs with this audio file that the collector is able to download. So I really hope to see collectors really diversify their collections. I think now that music's coming to Stellar, you're going to see more artists come to the platform. You're going to see them show you their stuff and show you their songwriting universe. And now you can add that to your collection with all the visual art you've been collecting on the platform. So I'm very excited. And I'm constantly trying to onboard artists to our platform, to our network. So I think you're going to start to see some of my friends come over to the platform, some of my other collaborators, and they're very talented. So I'm excited to see that music tab populate with a ton of new songs, because that's where I'm going to be living now. I'm going to be digging in there
Nice.
almost every day and finding
me
the other
too.
music makers. Yeah.
Right. Just digging in the crates.
Yeah.
I mean, where are we going next? I mean, we started off with a clip of you DJing in the Metaverse. Like I said, I mentioned with this whole Oculus and Meta thing going on. I mean, it's crazy what you're able to do. I mean, are we witnessing a complete revolutionization of life? I mean, like, is everything changing? I mean, this is pretty big, man.
Yeah, you know what? When I talk to people, and I say this, and it's pretty profound, but we're living in an art renaissance right now. I think when we look back in 10, 15, 20 years and people are in school learning about art history, there's going to be a chapter in that textbook called NFT where art and technology truly intersected and created this new renaissance. So we're quite literally living in an art renaissance. Everybody creating right now, everybody collecting, you're taking part in one of the most magical times to be a creative and a fan of art. And man, where does this go next? I mean, we have the metaverse, we have VR, we have augmented reality, which is something I'm getting very into. Yeah, so we have a lot of new technologies where we can combine the art that we're familiar with in the Web 2 world and what's always been comfortable to us, but now we can tap into these new technologies, the blockchain, decentralization, tokenizing what we create. And yeah, for artists, I think it's a great time to really build your super fans, build your collectors, reward them, and build that really tight-knit audience that sometimes is hard to find in Web 2. Given the current models with Spotify and stuff like that, it's tough for us to make a living as musicians, and that can get disheartening as creatives when you're grinding to put out a song that it's up to Spotify to decide if that gets its full reach and if you even if you make $1 off of a few streams, right? So I think this is going to put a lot of hands back in our hands as creatives. We're going to be able to visually tokenize our art, make cool things that pull you into our songwriting universe, and hopefully make dope music that collectors love and enjoy and want to collect. And I'm just super excited. I have a lot of great things planned. I mean, the last couple of months have been really quiet with minting. I knew this update was coming for a while, and I was just kind of gearing up a lot of mints ready to go and stuff like that. So this is big for me and other artists like me that mess with music and sound. I think this is going to allow us to just show you guys another side of our creative world, because I've mostly had been messing with GIFs and pictures on the platform and some MP4 stuff. So now I get to really spread my wings and just show you guys what the potential here that exists for music and NFT to kind of combine it in this really awesome way. Super excited.
That's awesome, man. I'm super excited. And shout out to Jack. This is what it's all about. It's inspiring to see all these artists, and I've gotten to watch so many artists, from the very beginning go through Lightmint. Shout out to Sir Cheesley, Ink, Nettie. The Abomination series with Windy City. I mean, there's so many, dope artists out there that you've seen just really have fun, make some money, but more importantly, it's the freedom, right? It's finally being able to express yourself in the way that you want to express yourself. And I've mentioned a couple of times, I've been around music for a long time, and I want to tell this to every artist listening, the number one thing that really people want is you. They don't want you to sound like anybody else. They don't want you to sound like Shark, sound like Kanye, sound like whoever. You know what I mean? Like, be yourself. And, we're now tapping in. I mean, even folks that are watching this right now from all over the planet, different countries, different languages. So you have an opportunity to really, make your own little bubble, make your own little group, sell out your own little shows. So, definitely do that. Thank you guys for coming on the show. Really appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Fred, when is this gorgeous website going to be live for the people to go out and take a look at?
So it's going to go live now. Basically.
Whoa!
During,
all right.
Yeah.
Whoa, man, you just snuck it up on me. All right, so it's live right now.
Gonna take a big risk.
It's going live right now.
I'm going to put it live now. So I think
everybody buy NFTs. Go and buy NFTs.
Yeah, go buy NFTs.
We're bringing the website down.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Are we live? Man, that's awesome. That's awesome. Shouts. Yo, you gotta check it?
Exactly. Push the red button. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna check it here on my phone too, because I know it's gonna look nice.
And yes, if you go to lightmint.com, you're gonna see the new website now.
Yes, I've got it. I'm live. I'm up and running. I can start buying right now. Thank you everybody so much. Definitely, please, when you get to the Lightmint site, check out Shark. Please support his work. He's a great artist. And an incredible human. I like supporting human beings, and you're definitely a human being, my friend. And so I appreciate everything that you're doing. We definitely need to see more artists join in. We need our music to be, that's right. Not some pen pusher taking more than his cut. Absolutely. Power to the artists. Power to the artists. Power to the people. Just beautiful. Simple Potato just said. So shout out to everybody that joined us in the show. Guess what? I've been talking to Justin Rice of the SDF, and we are trying to maybe put something together for a show really, really soon. So stay tuned. This is the first show of the year, y'all. So I appreciate you hopping on and getting me. I feel much better now. I was feeling not being. I feel so much better now.
Natural, man. You're always great, man. Yeah,
man. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Sam, for doing this.
Absolutely, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Lightmint.com. Litemint. Absolutely. Yes, that's right. Teasers, man. Teasers. Shout out to Shruti. Thanks for joining in. That's right, man. That's right. We cooking it up. Great show. Everybody, we're going to be out of here. Talk to you guys soon. Ciao.
See ya.